Hey guys, yesterday I went to Real King and got some baby ducks, and through the night they slept really good, and I came in the bathroom and I think I might have accidentally woke them up because I saw their eyes closed and then their eyes instantly opened whenever I walked in. And this is, we wanted to put them outside in our greenhouse, but
it was too cold, wasn't it?
It was too cold. But we did put a heat lamp, but it still wasn't warm enough.
You got them a good spot?
Greenhouse. And here it's way warmer, and we got their food, water, and then a heat lamp, and then the heat lamp's attached to this, and then the wire connects to the heat lamp, and that's what makes it go.
Howdy folks, this is Jared with Fluty Homestead. And as you've seen here, Finley has 2 baby ducks. And of course the ducks have been in like a little tote, just like a brooder. But they are growing extremely fast. We've had them less than a week. And they have already outgrown the tote. So I'm going to go ahead and build them a little duck coop. And that way we can get them outside. And this will be something they can stay in at night, or if the weather's bad, but then we're going to be able to let them loose when they're a little bigger. So we're going to go ahead and get started here and see what we can come up with. Well, I went a trip to town today, and I've got a few treated 2x4s here, some 10-footers and a few 8-footers. And I've got some little scrap pieces here from projects I've worked on. And I've got some scrap plywood. And we're going to see if we can come up with us a nice little duck coop. Okay, in that first little clip there, you seen me cutting out these 2x4s with a router. And I am cutting like a mortise in it. I'm cutting half the depth. That way I can lock these together and they'll be flush on the outside. Well, if you ain't got a router, you can use a skill saw. Just set it to 3/4 inch. That's half the depth of a 2x4. And then I square up where I want it, and I cut them 2 lines first. Then you just go in about every 1/8 or 1/4 inch, you just go and cut you a line. And that'll loosen up all that material. Then you just come in here with a hammer or a chisel, loosen them up, and then you take them out. And then you can take your chisel or pocket knife and just kind of smooth it up a little bit. That's been most the way I've done it forever. Especially when you're out on a job, you ain't got everything with you. And you see here, it gets it pretty good. So, I mean, depends how fancy you're going, how much you want to clean this up and stuff. But that'll do a good job, and you don't have to have a bunch of tools. have the finished product. We got the 2 little ducks inside. I've got their little water pan here, but they're not really old enough to be getting into water yet, because they don't have, I guess their oil gland or something they ain't producing when they're young, from what I read. And right here we have, for now, we've got their food and water sitting in here. And we've been watering them with this vinegar jug with 2 holes in the side. And they can stick their head in there, and they really like it. On our cage here, this is I call it rat wire, hardware cloth, whatever you want to call it. We made one side. I need to put a handle here. We made this where we can open it up. We can reach in here, you know, feed, water them, check them out, do all that good stuff. Also, we've got this string on a snap, and we fixed this where we can close their door and open it however we want to. All right, another thing we did, we've got this latch here, and I fixed them, well, it's stuck. Fixed them a ramp for when they're a little bigger. We can let the ramp down and they can come in and out when we want to let them free range. I got the shakes on the roof. I've got some stain and clear coat I'm going to put on them. That way it'll match my house. We're going to fix us a nest box back here in the back. But we've got this door where it opens up level with the floor. That way it's easy to clean out. And of course, I've got their heat light in here. So all in all, it's a good little duck house. It'll be perfect until they get big. When they're full grown, we'll probably move them into a large chicken coop. But while they're small, this will work out really good. The little ducks seem to like their little coop here. They've been exploring it really good. And I think all together, I've probably got about $100 in this coop. I had a lot of the stuff already from leftover jobs and projects. And had to buy a few things, a few 2x4s, and of course I bought the wire. But it really wasn't very expensive. It's 10 feet long, and the cage part is 2 feet tall. And it's about a little over 7 feet long, the outside coop part. All right, we appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hope you have a very blessed day.